What's going on, world? Welcome to another edition of the Black Mental Health Podcast. I'm your host, Reg. Joined today is a very special guest. I know I say that a lot, but today is a very special time. Father's Day coming up. You know, everybody's always asking me about this guy and what his opinions on things is. So I thought I'd let y'all hear it straight from the horse's mouth. He said he's gonna be a bit. He told me that he's not a baby anymore, and he's a. What you told me put in front of it, big kid. Like I'm a big kid. Don't forget the big. And so, without further ado, my firstborn son, Mr. Zion Jeremiah Howard.
Hey y'all, how you doing?
Well, they gonna hear this when it come back later on, so they can't hear you now, but they'll hear you later. So you want us to give anybody a shout out?
Yes.
Who you want to give a shout out?
Who's the people that I have to give a shout out to?
Whoever you want to say, hey, shout out to. You want to say shout out to your mom, your brother?
Shout out to Zakim.
Oh, all right. He want to shout out his little baby brother. That's what's up. All right. So welcome. Thank you for coming on the show. How do you feel?
I feel great.
You know what you're doing right now?
Yeah, an interview.
And what's an interview?
An interview is I don't exactly know what interviews are.
You just know I do a lot of them.
Yeah, I know you do a lot of them.
And what do I talk about on the interviews?
You talk about how the world's doing. You're talking about your book. You're selling it to people. You're talking about changing the world. You're talking about peace and all that other stuff.
Yeah, no, that's good. And I interview people. What you think I asked them about?
You asked them that, can we please work together to fight the police back and join the good police side?
Yeah, join the good police side. Well, that's one of the things I talk about. So I'm glad you brought it up because everyone's always asking me, like, how does your son feel? Well, first, tell him how old you are.
I am 7.
And when you turn 8?
When I turn 8?
Yeah, what's your birthday? Oh, I put you on the spot. Come on, you know your birthday. What's your Roblox name?
Z-Money1127.
So what does that 1127 stand for?
Oh, my birthday number.
And what is that? When is your birthday? What month is your birthday?
June, January?
No, that's what you're looking at on the calendar. Your birthday is November
2020.
No, it'll be November 2020. What day of the month is it? Is it 21? Is it the 5th? November 20.
27.
Oh, yeah, now you remember.
I forgot that.
So your birthday is November 27th, and you'll be 8 years old. And so there's a lot of things happening in the world today. And one of the things that you've been hearing everybody talk about is Black Lives Matter and police, the bad cop. We always want to specify that it's bad cops because cops are good. They help save lives and they do a lot of things. But it's been a lot against the bad cops. How do you feel about everything?
I feel mad about the cops. I feel mad. I say that we should change that. We should change that all lives matter. Even if people be racist, all lives matter.
And why does, even if people are racist, do their life matter?
Because the police are killing people. Even if they're black people being racist, then they still can get killed.
No, so if a racist is bad, why would their life matter? If a racist is bad,
he can change his life. He can still do it.
He still has time to change the way he thinks.
Yes.
Oh.
He can still change his ways.
So a lot of people are scared, and the reason why I agree with you, all lives do matter, but people are chanting about Black Lives Matter because they don't like how Black people are being treated. Remember what you learned about Martin Luther King? You know who he is?
Yes, he's a motivator, and he's a president.
Martin Luther King wasn't a president, but he did a lot of things. He was, as what you said you wanted to be when you grow up. He was a church speaker. He got his doctorate. He went to school. He helped do speeches. He was helping trying to make people come together. Yeah. So what did you learn in school about Martin Luther King?
I learned in school that he was a great motivator and a speaker to all the people in the world.
Okay. Well, remember when you were a kid, you told me what you wanted to be when you grow up. You told me you wanted to be a police officer.
A good one, not a bad one. Good.
And you wanted to be a police officer, but now you telling me you wanted to be something else when we recorded the video.
I still want to be a police officer.
Oh, you still want to be a police officer?
That's my secret.
Oh, you didn't tell me that. You gonna tell the world before you tell me?
I'm gonna tell them so I can join the side.
You want to join the good side?
Yes, not the bad side. Mm-hmm. So they can think I'm on the bad side.
Right. So what about the other thing you said you wanted to be? Do you still want to be those things too? When we recorded that video?
Oh, a motivator and also a church speaker.
Yeah, motivator and a church speaker. You don't want to be those anymore?
I still want to be them.
So you want to be a police officer, a church speaker, and a motivator?
Yeah, that's 3 jobs away. So I can get a lot of
money. He does 3 jobs. You want to get a lot of money. So that's good. So you want to join the police force so you can do what?
I can get more money. I can sell it to homeless people and also people to buy things and weapons to fight all the bad cops.
No, that's good. That's good that you want to do things to get rid of the bad cops. But you've been telling me all lives matter. What color is your best friend?
Aiden.
Yeah.
White.
Aiden is white. So how do you feel about Aiden and like if he felt some type of way or was racist towards you?
I would just put him in timeout. If he's still a kid, I'll put him in timeout and then I'll think what he did and then he can still change it and then we still can be friends.
Oh, so you would still try to make and be friends with him even if he turns out to be a racist?
Yes, still try to make him.
Well, you know, some people can't change sometimes. Sometimes it's hard to change people.
Well, I'm still going to try. If I keep on failing, just keep on trying until you get it.
That's your message you want to tell people?
Yes.
What do you want to tell other kids? Like, give them a message that you can give to them.
I want to tell other kids that they shall listen and not join the bad cops. You shall listen and help us defeat the bad cops.
That's good. That's good. And how do you feel? Because most people don't know, because this is the first time I'm bringing it up to you or bringing it up, having these conversations about the police and the bad cops. But how do you feel about having a white grandparent?
I still feel great. I feel like my life is complete.
So even though he's white, do you treat him any different because he's not black?
No, I do not treat him different. I treat him the same way I treat my parents good.
Well, you gotta talk up too so people can hear you.
Anyways.
So you treat your pop good even though he's not the same color as you?
Yeah.
That's good. No, that's good to know. What other questions do I have for you, son, that people... Oh, remember the other night when we had a conversation, right?
Yeah.
We had a conversation about, you told me, like, one day I'm going to die, and it made you do what?
Cry.
It made you cry. Why did it make you cry?
Because I don't want you to cry.
But one day I am going to not be here anymore, and you're going to have to function. Hopefully it's no time soon, but you're going to have to be able to live without me being there. Like,
well, I can get some that a memory with about you.
You can build memories with me, and that's why you're supposed to enjoy the time that we have here together, and you're supposed to, cherish the moments we have, because we don't have a lot of moments. And especially with you being the next up and in line, you're going to be a big brother too, or you are a big brother.
Yeah, but right
How do you feel about being a big brother?
I feel great.
You feel great, so even though he get on your nerves?
Even though we still have a good time.
Y'all still have a good time.
Yeah.
Now, what are you going to teach your brother about how the world is with some people being racist, some cops being bad? What are you going to teach to him? Because I always tell you, you're after me. You're supposed to protect your mom and your brother. So you're gonna have to do something too. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna tell him that the world is turning into half. We need to complete the world. So Zakin, you need to become a good cop and fight the bad cops. Bad cops are killing bad people because they think they might hurt you, and you might hurt them. So they're gonna hit you before you hit them. That's what I would say.
And you're going to teach them not to hate cops?
Yes, we'll teach them not to hate good cops or bad cops.
You're just so peaceful. You know that's what your name means, Diane? I tell you that all the time, that your name, me and your mom, when we came up with your name, it means peace on earth. And you're so peaceful. Why are you so peaceful? Like, how did you come out? Is there anything that I'm teaching you, or are you just normally going to be peaceful like that?
Normally peaceful.
Oh, man. Well, that's good to know that you are normally peaceful. Let me see. Do I have any more? Oh, Corona. How do you feel about Corona? What do you know about Corona?
You know that people are dying from it, and that's not very good. We need to have masks and suits, so if people cough, they won't get into your body and get you sick and have the corona and die.
Now, do you feel upset or afraid or scared or anything like that?
No.
Why not?
Because we have masks and we have suits, so we can buy it. We can wear a mask and go to the store and buy the suits.
Okay. And we have sanitizer and washing your hands and other that stuff. What about school? Do you miss not being in with your friends and things like that?
No, I miss being with my friends.
You miss being with them? How are you handling that?
By going to school on tablet and doing math and homework and all that. Yeah.
Do you feel any different? The fact that you can't see your friends in person, you only get to see them online?
No, I don't feel any different. I just feel fine.
You feel fine?
Yeah.
I try to tell people that too, that you don't really you're a very easygoing kid, so it's not really too much that kind of shake you or make you upset. How did you get so easygoing?
Just stay chill.
How do you stay chill? Some kids might not know how to stay chill, so what do you do to relax?
I just lay on the bed or lay on the couch, watch some TV, and calm myself down.
What other thing did Daddy try to show you before at Grandma's house to make you calm down? Do you remember meditation?
Oh yeah, meditation. That used to be an old thing.
So what do you do during meditation?
Just do this.
And how long you had to sit for?
At least an hour.
It wasn't an hour. It felt like an hour. It was like 10 minutes.
Yeah, 10 minutes.
How did you feel after you did your meditation?
I feel like I wanted to lay down.
You was tired? So did you feel at peace or you felt scared or worried?
At peace.
Oh, that's good. Some kids need to learn more about meditation. Speaking of meditation, what do you know about mental health?
Mental health? Actually know nothing about it.
That's good. That's good. Do you want to learn about mental health?
If it helps children learn and helps children fight back.
Well, mental health. Well, Daddy talk about mental health all the time. And I know you wanted me to have a shirt that help you wear the mental health to show that you want to support.
Yes.
Do you like that I talk about mental health?
Yeah, because it might help people learn, and also kids learn that the world is going crazy. Cops are killing people, so they might want to join the good cop side, so we can have more good cops than bad cops, so we can not kill the bad cops, put them in jail.
Wow, so you still, even though the bad cops are killing people, you still want to not kill the bad cops. You just want to put them in jail.
Yeah, and they can go away from very, very long.
So you don't believe in killing anybody?
I don't believe in killing anybody. Not anybody. Everyone.
Everyone should deserve a life.
Yes, everyone deserves a life, not to die.
That's what's up. I like you for that. They say we look alike. You think we look alike?
Yeah, we look almost alike. We have almost the same hair.
Mm-hmm.
We have almost the same eyes and almost the same eyebrows.
Mm-hmm.
And also we have almost the same nose.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have a beard yet.
You want a beard?
No, I want a mustache.
You want a mustache?
Yes.
What is that? You silly. Oh, all right. I want to show you a video. I'm gonna let the people hear it, but I want you to see it so I can see what your perspective of it. And hold on, people. I'm gonna put the video in so you can see. Give me a second. All right, there we go. All right, so now I found the recording. Now I want you to watch this and tell me what you think.
So it's. And y'all can see me. I'm broken. I text them. I'm broken this whole podcast. Y'all
they need to see it though, Carl. Don't turn the camera up, dog. They need to see it. This is real, bro. Like I said, this is real. Like these are raw emotions. We didn't rehearse this. We didn't have pre-production. This is what you see is raw emotion, Carl. And they need to see it. They need to see the hurt, bro. I need somebody to help me understand how to raise my son. I'm gonna be real. I look outside this week. My son is the only black male in this community. And see, you said it. Like, I don't have no bad experiences with no neighbors. As a matter of fact, we got great relationships. But I look outside, and I'm seeing 4 other little kids. They're playing Nerf guns. They're playing with guns. Just little Nerf guns having fun, but it's 4 of them against my son. I'm not saying nobody's doing nothing wrong. My neighbors are good. Like, I ain't tripping on that. But I'm just saying, how do I teach my son how to survive in this? I went outside and Tamisha called me and she said, yo, like, I'm not trying to be funny. Of course, we're more alert to stuff now. Like, don't be dumb. We're more alert to stuff. I'm looking outside and I'm seeing he's the only one over there hiding and there's 4 other kids running around. And I'm like, Jordan, come here. Like, what are y'all playing? He's like, we just playing. I was like, and again, how do I teach it? Because I'm not, again, like, son, you got to be aware and alert. I don't think anybody's intentionally bad, but see, when you talk about getting to the root of the problem, we got to understand that different doesn't mean different. Like, they're kids, they're playing, nothing is meant by it, but what is my son taking away from this? Like, now, to your experience, and your experience just helped me some. Hopefully it builds that in him, right? But what if it doesn't? What if it doesn't? So what conversation do I have with him now? So I'm like, I just said, like, look, here's. Let me just be real with you. If you ever playing any game, dude, and it's not kind of even, like it's you and it's some against some, let's just play a different game. Like.
So how do you feel about watching that? Because it made Daddy cry and Mommy cry a bunch of times. How do you feel about it?
I feel bad at those kids, and also feel bad for his kids, because there were 4 of them, 4, and they all have guns, and they were chasing after him.
Which they were playing a game though. They were playing. You played with Nerf guns with Aiden before. You played Nerf guns with your brother before.
But it was not 4 players against 1 player.
Mm-hmm.
That's not fair. You need 4 players each.
But you see why I have to have this conversation, because it's a lot of, and I still don't. Daddy still doesn't know how to have this conversation with you, um, about like racism and stuff like that, because I feel like you're still young and you should still be able to be a kid, but there's certain things in this world that you're gonna have to learn about that daddy can't protect you from.
Well, I'll just protect myself. I'll protect myself all by myself, buy weapons, everything I can, so I can protect myself from all the bad police.
And it's you got a little brother that you have to look out for. And you know, as our king, not as nice as you.
Yeah, he's really mean. He can knock down stuff. Like, if I build something for him so he can get protected, he will literally knock it down.
All right. Well, on that note, guys, thank you for tuning in to the Black Mental Health Podcast. I just wanted you guys to see what kind of conversations we're having in our household about corona, mental health, police brutality, protesting, and all of this, the cops, and even he wants to be a cop. So on that note, follow, subscribe.
Wait, I gotta say hashtag. Hashtag save people.
I like that. Hashtag save people. Follow, subscribe, and remember that this platform has never been about a replacement to therapy. It's an alternative, and it's a place where people share therapeutic stories. Thank you for listening. We out.